Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another SCZ Live. I'm so excited that we're here back of house, behind the scenes in an area of the zoo that guests don't get to see, but an area that makes the zoo beautiful. We're in our horticulture greenhouse, and I'm with Belinda, one of our horticulturalists here at the zoo. And I know yesterday we were reading some of the comments and people wanting to know if we could focus on some of the babies here at the zoo. Well, we're going to today, only instead of those furry, four-legged, and feathered babies, we're going to be focusing on some plant babies. So Belinda, tell us a little bit about what we do here in the greenhouse.
Hi, I manage the greenhouses here at the Sedgwick County Zoo, and we grow babies from annuals, perennials. We do cactus, we do water plants and succulents. We grow just about everything here in the greenhouse. All of our stuff either goes out into the main area where you can see it, or some of it does go into the tropics. You'll notice the bigger things behind us. The tropics building, we'll take some of those once in a while. And we do it all, one thing I have to tell, donations. We get the larger plants, a lot of them are donated by you, which we really appreciate. So if you want to walk around, what do we want to see first? Give me any comments you have, if you have something you want to see, or if you see a plant, let us know. We did put together these signs, which help us out quite a bit because not everybody in the department knows exactly every plant. So these signs help people know how often to water, how much fertilizer we use, because not every plant is exactly the same. Let's start with, where do we want to start? Shasta daisies. Everybody has
One
Shasta
of my
daisies.
favorites.
Yes. This one is called Becky. So it will be very similar. It will go to our Australian outback area. No? South America. Sorry, wrong end of it. It'll be in South America. This is one tried and true plant. Shasta daisies, you almost can't go wrong. You go find a old farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere and you will find a Shasta daisy still alive, even though the house hasn't been occupied for years.
Now, for my two boys at home who love chocolate chip cookies, I'm noticing the name over here of the chocolate chip.
Yes. This is ajuga, another perennial, which is what we're trying to swing more towards perennials and less annuals. The ajuga chocolate chip is a perennial. If you've seen ajuga before, normally the leaves on them are much wider. These leaves are very narrow and a lot darker in color. They're going to be lots of fun, so look around for them. You will see them around the central part when you come back of the zoo, and also in either the Downing Gorilla Forest area or the Coke Chimpanarang area.
Belinda, are most of the large plants that you see around us, were most of those donations then?
Yes, these are a lot of our donated plants. We have a drive every October. If you have any plants at your house that you can't use or you can't get back inside your house, then give us a call, and we have 2 days, Saturday and Sunday this year, and it might just be Saturday this year coming up, that you will be able to bring your plants to us. So we're really excited about that. We get some very unique varieties here. But we can walk over to the next greenhouse and I'll show you some more.
That sounds great.
This is another area where we're just starting to receive babies, and you can see a lot of empty trays. Those empty trays will be filled sometime this week. Our orders usually, they ship out on Monday, so we get them somewhere Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Never really exactly sure, we just kind of wait. And back here, a lot of the plants we start on our own. We have this mist bench, and hopefully it doesn't come on while we're here because it sprays water 1 minute an hour, keeping everything moist so that you can see all the little bitty seedlings just popping up and ready. These are mostly for enrichment for the animals. And if you look back towards the back, we have some wheat. Let me go around there and I'll show you. This was the original way we did the wheat for the animals, and it has a beautiful mat of nice green. Our area, like the Cargill Education, they don't need a huge tray, so we still do the small trays for them. The fun thing about these is this entire wheat, a lot of people go, well, do you just eat the green? No, the entire thing. And if you've never tasted it, it is so sweet. It doesn't taste like you're eating grass clippings from your yard.
We have a question from Kendall, and the question is, has this always been at the zoo?
We have had a greenhouse since 1972. I have been in the horticulture department since 2001. And we have done the wheat since 2005. But the greenhouses have always been here since 1972. There was one greenhouse. Thanks for that question. Makes it easier for me to talk. If you look back here, again, all these large cactus and succulents, a lot of them were donated.
Belinda, I've noticed a couple of plants over here that say bee loving. Do we specifically work on making sure we have some pollination plants around the zoo?
We do. We have a large butterfly area and also the beehives that we have. So we always look for pollinators. We like to be, and these are a cute variety, BU, be happy, and the other one is BU, be free. So some of the, like the chocolate chip ajuga, some of the plant naming people
are very creative in what they do.
They are.
Well, Belinda, I know you just showed us some of that wheat. Are there other areas where we have hydroponics?
Yes, we have our newest greenhouse. It's our plant propagation greenhouse. Now we're going to have to walk outside and it's a little wet and muddy, but if we keep going.
While we're walking, we have a question that says, do you ever have too many? And I'm assuming that's planned.
We do get during that donation drive, and I'll answer it when we get in. That way we're not talking over. We do get too many sometimes, but we just use those in animal areas. Ferns, we get a lot of ferns at donation time. We get a lot of hibiscus. They go directly to animal areas. Birds get stuck inside in the winter, so they really, really enjoy having something to play with or climb on or tear up or whatever. So we keep them constantly rotating in and out of those areas. So we're going to go back this way. We have again more babies. We not only grow things to make the zoo beautiful, and we grow things for enrichment like the wheat over there. This is Monte Carlo romaine lettuce, and you can see this is just one plant right here, and it is grown in this, it's called rock wool. Really cool thing about it, rock wool is made by superheating rock so hot, then they spin it just like they spin cotton candy. So it makes it fibrous, and then they form it into whatever shape they want and then put it in here. So we really enjoy it, but this is the really cool part of it. Everybody looks close. Well, let me get a hold of it. There we go. The root system on these is just amazing. They are grown in water. It's called hydroponically. The lettuce is so tasty and so fresh. We just grow it for enrichment. There is no way we could ever grow enough for all of the animals here. And it does start out right here. This is for our next table. These are the babies. And our little tank here, really easy DIY if you want to start your own hydroponic system. It's just a tub underneath, full of water, a pump, and an electric timer that tells it when to come on. Nice, easy system if you wanted to get into something like that. Over here is our wheat. And I laid this out. This is how we grow it. Our racks over here hold 16 trays. This is 9 inches by 6 feet long.
We had a question, Shanae, that maybe you could answer. Are visitors allowed in the greenhouse?
Visitors are not normally allowed in the greenhouse. However, we do occasionally do some special behind-the-scenes education programs. Maybe look for those coming up later on this summer.
Okay, this is our wheat. We have it nice and thick. This wheat goes to every animal in the zoo. We take it, we roll it up, we put it in a tub, and then we deliver it to different areas of the zoo. All animals will eat it. It's worked out, plain old wheat grain. And I know a lot of animals eat grain, just straight grain. If they eat it, they get about 20% of their nutritional value comes from that grain. When we do this, we grow it, they actually get 80%. So by growing it, we're actually giving them more nutrients than if they just ate it plain and raw. So,
Our friend Katie Kelly asks, how many plants do you get a year?
Annuals, somewhere around 7,000. Well, I say annual perennial babies. We get somewhere around 7,000. The large plants we take in, we put out, we take in, we put out, I don't know. It could be, we have probably at least 50 that was in that back area, at least. So trying to count all of them, I haven't had to do that yet, but I might have to try. Shanae picked this up.
That's right. Blue